Hello Knotty friends, Chris here from Knotty Bear Studio. If you're new here, hello and welcome. I make crochet and amigurumi content here on YouTube as well as vlog my crochet business journey. So if any of that sounds like a good time to you, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. They're a good time, I promise. If you're just getting started out on your amigurumi journey like I was, you may need a little bit of help and guidance along your way. So you've made it to the perfect video because today I'm going to be sharing my top 5 essential amigurumi tools and notions that I use every single day. Plus one amazing amigurumi tool that I use every single day when making and designing amigurumi. You will not want to miss out, so be sure to stay to the end of the video. I would like to take a minute to thank today's sponsor. What's that? We don't have a sponsor. Alright, today's sponsor is me, Knotty Bear. If you don't know, I make whimsical amigurumi patterns, as well as adorable yarn and crochet themed merch, and digital tools to help you create your dream projects. Find all of my digital amigurumi patterns, adorable merch, and crochet design tools in my Etsy shop, link in the description below. Website coming soon, I promise. Now without further ado, let's get started with the video. Let's get started with the first thing any amigurumi maker is going to need, and that is a good crochet hook. I personally prefer metal to wood and plastic, and I also suffer from joint pain, so I like a good ergonomic handle. For those reasons and more, I love the Addy swing hook. This is my all-time favorite hook, honestly. I cannot live without it. Hobby.com describes this hook as a colorful and ergonomically shaped crochet hook that relieves your hand and shoulders while you crochet. The handle is made from silicone, and thanks to its long ergonomic shape, it rests comfortably in your hand, ensuring hours of strain-free crocheting. And I truly do love these hooks. I take them with me everywhere I go. I've been using them for years now. Like I said, I suffered from pain in my thumb and my elbow, and since switching to the Addy swing hooks, I can comfortably crochet for hours, which is amazing. It's a win in my books. Although, remember to take breaks, very important, and massage your hands when needed. Another crochet hook I love to use is one you've probably heard of before, and that is the Clover Amore crochet hook. I held off on buying these for a while because they didn't seem like anything special to me. However, I'm so glad I finally gave them a shot because they glide through yarn like butter. I love these hooks so much as well, and the best part about them is even though they perform like an expensive crochet hook, they're relatively affordable. You can find a box set of 9 for under $100 Canadian on Amazon, which is a pretty good deal. A quick bonus tip for you all, I like to take a cute plant pot and a ball of yarn and put my crochet hooks in there. Not only is it easy to make, but it's super cute. The second tool every amigurumi maker needs is a good Darney needle or Tapestry needle. These needles have blunt ends unlike a sewing needle so that they don't split the fibers, allowing you to easily work into every stitch. Just like my crochet hooks, I prefer my needles to be metal. I find that the plastic ones, when working into those tight amigurumi stitches, tend to bend, which is not ideal. Also, I find the eye, which is the part that you put the yarn through, tends to be narrower on the metal ones, so it doesn't stretch out those stitches, exposing the polyfill, which is not ideal. You can also find these made with a little bent tip. This is to make it easier for working into some harder areas. However, personally, I found them more annoying, so I just stick with a traditional straight one. If you're like me, you'll probably end up with way more of these than you'll need, but you'll always be losing them at the same time. You can find them at most craft stores or online. I got this in a set of 9 for under $9 Canadian on Amazon. The next amigurumi crochet notion I'm going to talk about is a little bit controversial as to whether it's essential. I use it a lot for larger projects like larger plushies, blankets, and cardigans if I remember to use it, and I am of course talking about a row counter. Row counters, for those of you who don't know, are usually tiny little digital devices that can fit around your finger, and each time you finish a row, if you're working in the round or in a blanket, you just hit the button and it counts the row so you never lose your place. I find these great for beginners who are learning the basics and don't have time to worry about counting rows. I use this row counter from lalilala.com, link in the description, where it describes it as a digital row counter that is easy to use and helps you keep track of your rows. You can usually find these online in a whole bunch of different colors for under $10 Canadian, which is pretty great. Lalilala has 12 colors and she sells them for $6 Canadian, so that's a pretty good deal. You do have to pay for shipping. She is in Europe, but she has a ton of cute stuff, so definitely check her out. The fourth thing is super important to me, and that is a quality amigurumi pattern. Have you ever downloaded a free pattern, or worse, a paid one, and found that the instructions were unclear and you got halfway through and you just end up giving up because it didn't make sense? Unfortunately, you are not alone. There are a lot of bad patterns out there, and it has only gotten worse with the takeover of AI. People are using it to create patterns that just do not work. Luckily for us, there are lots of places for us to go where we can find free and paid crochet patterns such as Hobby.com, Ravelry, Etsy, amigurumi.com, and lots more. I'll be sure to link them down below. Just be sure to read any reviews before buying a product. And also, most amigurumi makers, designers like myself will have some sort of social media presence, so you can check them out and support them there and make sure that you enjoy their projects. So the fifth and final thing that any amigurumi maker will need is a great quality yarn. Now I could go on all day talking about all the different yarns that I love. However, I think that's a different video. Let me know in the comments below if you'd watch. But for the sake of today's video, I'm going to share with you my #1 all-time favorite yarn for amigurumi, and that is Hobie's 100% cotton yarn. Now I know some of you are going to hear cotton yarn and want to run right out the door, and trust me, I was there with you before. Cotton yarn tends to be really scratchy and not have a lot of elasticity to it. However, Hobie's yarn is completely different. It has turned me right around. It is so soft, it glides right through my hooks. It's beautiful. The colors are fantastic, and even better, the stitch definition cannot be beat. Hobie is known for their premium cotton yarns. I've been using them for years, like I said. The two I use the most are the Friends and Rainbow line in an 8/8 weight, which is just another way of saying a DK weight. Rainbow comes in 51 colors, whereas Friends comes in a whopping 75 colors, so there really is no limit. They have so many to pick from. There are also different weights and printed versions, so definitely check them out. They go for about $4 Canadian per skein. However, bonus tip, Hobie is known to have a sale, so if you're on a budget, be sure to wait and check that out. Now before you go and click off this video, I promised you that I have one last tool that you would not want to miss out on, especially if you're a designer or looking to get into amigurumi design, and that is the Ultimate Pattern Journal for Amigurumi Designers, made by me. See, that's my logo, that's me. The Ultimate Pattern Journal for Amigurumi Designers is a digital journal made for the GoodNotes app on the iPad. The journal features amigurumi resource guides to help you make the perfect shapes and color palettes. Convenient drag and drop stickers allow you to draw the cutest amigurumi designs in seconds. There are 4 different page templates for recording and organizing all of your notes, as well as 5 unique covers to match your vibe perfectly. All of this can be customized within the app to your liking. I love having all my notes in one place. Even if I don't have my iPad on me, I can easily take a photo of any notes and add them to the journal after, so I never lose them. The Ultimate Pattern Journal can be purchased in my Etsy store for only $6 Canadian, which is a pretty great deal, especially when you consider you'll have access to any updates I make to it in the future. I want to give a huge thank you to anyone who made it to the end of this video. Your support means the world to me. Please let me know in the comments which was your favorite tool that I listed, and until next time, stay naughty, friends.